Good day and welcome back to another DBZ Dokkan Battle video and technically another DBZ Dokkan Battle history video. Now this is a interesting one because if you look at attack stats nowadays, you see Gogeta hitting 140 million and characters hitting 200 million and all these sort of things. Wow, impressive, really cool. But nowadays it's very much not out of the norm to see these crazy attack stats. However, what if I told you Dokkan is just simply catching up to where it was 3 years ago? For you see, if you have only just started Dokkan, or if you've been with Dokkan for a while, you will remember the time of airplane mode. Now the reason I bring it up is because players who know what I'm talking about will immediately kind of have a little bit of a smirk on their face, because airplane mode was basically, to cut a long story short, an incredibly powerful glitch that was wreaking havoc on the Dokkan community for honestly about almost 2 weeks. And there's multiple reasons for it, but basically what it did was it made all these attack stats you're seeing now be very easy to achieve 3 years ago, and that was completely out of the norm for the curve. Now before we get into what was airplane mode, well, airplane mode is a term used for, well, activating airplane mode. It doesn't sound so exotic, but basically what you used to do was you used to choose your orbs with all your characters. So you would pick up all your orbs with Gogeta, you pick up all your orbs with Pan, you pick up all your orbs with the duo, etc. And as you pick your last orbs up, as the attack starts, you would exit the game. So as you should all know, when you exit the game, usually when you come back in, you get a suspended kind of match notice. Before you click that notice, you would activate airplane mode. So you disconnect your phone, then click cancel twice, and a new message will pop up. Then you would close the app again, reopen the app once more, and reactivate the Wi-Fi. And what that would do would literally double all of your character's stats. So it would double everything for your character. You would have double passives. You would have double stats. It wasn't just a, oh, I'm, running a character that's now going to greatly raise their defense again. No, you were going to raise your whole passive twice. If your character could super twice, then your character would super 4 times. It was doubling the passive. It was ridiculously insane. And you could repeat it a infinite amount of times. So you didn't have to, wait for the turn to end or anything. You could just constantly reopen, and your character would stack stats hugely. I mean, 90 million back then was insane, and people were hitting 90 million, 100 million, 250 million, and just stacking. Punching bag event was getting obliterated. And the fallout, the big thing about it was people were having a great time until Dokkan issued a statement saying that they were going to ban players who'd used it. And there was huge fallout. Oh, I can't be banned. It was PvE. I didn't know. I did it by mistake. This is crazy. I can't imagine what's happening. It was a huge fallout on the Dokkan Reddit, Twitter, everywhere. It was just absolutely falling apart. And the thing is, I think they banned a couple players, but they didn't really end up doing too much in terms of bans. I think a lot of players got away with the airplane mode. They got their, kind of like their punching bag challenges done. Everything was kind of done and pretty easy. And I think, like, for me, look, I don't really mind, your game is your own, but I just found it so hilarious how for 2 weeks the whole Reddit, Twitter, Dokkan community was just posting images of them, which you still see today, like your Cooler riding his bike, like his 14 billion attack stat, and that all stems from the airplane mode kind of time frame. And yeah, you would see people just spamming their abuse, their blatant abuse of this glitch, and the moment they got caught or a notice got sent out, oh, they were panicked and struggling, and it was just a really funny time. I never really used the glitch. I didn't try it. I wasn't too interested in it. I'd already done the punching bag, so that tends to help. But I do understand, you know, why some players did it. It's your game at the end of the day. It's not my job to control what you do. And yeah, I just think it was a really strange, interesting kind of time for Dokkan, you know, to have like all these people, all these things going on. I just think it was really, really fun, strange, and interesting. So yeah, that kind of summarizes it. Obviously, you know, to each their own. But for me, the airplane mode really brings back a funny time. And, well, nowadays, we see these attack stats and we take them for normal.